You know what I mean? That way we're closer. All right, let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Talk about timing. Here in California, one of the issues that's talked about 365 days is water. Lack of, in most cases. And as we arrived on our farm tour, a story broke that water was being restricted to the San Joaquin Valley, which is a major breadbasket, fruit basket they call it, for a lot of produce we depend on the Midwest. So I decided we'll talk with Mike Wade, who is the executive director of California's Farm Water Coalition out of Sacramento. Mike, what's going on? Talk about a time to be in California on this.
Pam, you couldn't have timed your visit better here at the Tulare Farm Show. This week, there were 2 court decisions that have had the result as being a devastating impact on California's agricultural water supply. We're seeing water supplies cut to the San Joaquin Valley that really provides 50% of the nation's fruits and vegetables at a time when consumers around the country are looking for domestically grown, healthy, safe food products, and that's in jeopardy now because of these court decisions relative to the Endangered Species Act.
And one of the reasons this time of the year is so critical, Mike, is it is winter. You need to store those waters.
That's right. California's Mediterranean climate means that we get our wet weather in the winter when we can capture and store water in a system of lakes and reservoirs, and then use it in the summer when we have warm, dry weather, which is prime growing season for many of our crops.
How many jobs are we talking about that either have already been lost or are really at risk if this continues?
There are about 23,000 jobs that we know of in the San Joaquin Valley, from field workers to truck drivers, forklift drivers, wholesale and retail, that have been lost and will be lost and gone permanently unless we get some water supply relief.
And we were saying how quickly this can escalate. We do not have time as consumers to just let this spin.
California is certainly a significant portion of the nation's fresh fruit and produce supply. If we don't get something resolved within the next 6 to 8 weeks, there's a chance that this growing season for many truck crops will be lost completely. Then we'll be looking at scarcity in the grocery stores, higher prices, or looking to other countries to provide that produce that we rely on from a domestic food supply here.
Mike, wow, it's a changing story. Now, the California Farm Water Coalition, which is a nonprofit, is a great website, farmwater.org, farmwater.org, if you want to keep up to date on that. That's Mike Wade, the executive director. I'm glad I got a chance to visit with him about this. Really, it's a developing story and one that we should care about. From our California farm tour, I'm the fabulous Farm Babe.